It's different based on how will I say, it's a different feeling because the feeling seems so different because you having won a trophy and coming home when it's like a Christmas, like a December, it makes you really happy, especially beating the unthinkable thing that has not really happened for so many years, for 10 years in the history of LA Galaxy, and we, the players, and including I, breaking that kind of yoke and winning this trophy means a lot, really, because me winning that, it makes me a champion. I'm still a champion.
Yes.
So it feels really amazing, especially coming home, settling in, meeting my friends and family. I feel like I'm in a different world, because it's something that has been broken for a long time. So for me, I feel really great, amazing, and really blessed. And I just thank God that He made everything possible and everything blessed us, everything surrounding me.
Obviously, a completely different holiday. Is this the best yet in your career? Playing abroad, what, 7-8 seasons now? This is about the best holidays in December you're having.
Yeah, this is the best holiday in December because this December I have almost a month. So that's the most days and weeks that I have now, because when I was in Hungary, it was just maybe some 2 weeks. In Belgium, it was like 5 days. And in the States now, it's like almost like 1 month. We need to report like almost like on the 15th. And on the 15th, you can also plead with them, and they can even give you some few days because you're a champ, They will say, okay, you need to settle with your family and all this kind of thing. And for me also, my season was really long compared to the others. So for me, when I ask for an additional days, they have to give it to me because it's really important for me to spend that days with my family.
Since you got in, you got in before I did, and it looks like you have friends, family who've rallied around you. I see mom around, I see your sisters, I see 10 other siblings or so you have. You are 11 in number. That's a big family, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's a football team.
Yeah, it is a football team. My dad and my mom was really busy. I don't know why, but I keep asking. I don't really know. Normally, when it reached to attend, she needed to pause, but she was like, "Nah, I need to keep going." But yeah, it's also good, when you have such an extended family. There's always something to talk about. There's always jokes. There's always, like past things that will be present when you are together and all these kind of things. And God, thanks be to God, we are all alive, and just only my dad who is not with us, but may his soul rest in peace. So it's really an amazing family. It's really an amazing family. So me having them by my side means a lot to me, and they always give me the adrenaline to do more greater things. Yes.
Okay, let's break it down. The family, you're 11 in number. I'm talking siblings. I know Seth. Seth is also the other one who played some football. Is playing some football. Yep. I spent time with you a few days ago, and you said your kid brothers, they're twins. You had not seen them play.
Yeah.
In fact, it was the first time, and you were not sure what to expect. One of them surprised you. But what? How many boys? How many girls? How many are playing football apart from you and Seth?
We have 6 girls and 5 boys.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have 2 twins. Those are the last ones. Those are the ones who are trying to also be great and to also walk in our footsteps and be also who they want to be in the future. And the other one is my big brother, Seth. Yes. And thanks be to him a lot, because I always thank him because he also paved the way for me.
Yes, he paved the way.
Especially in the
Seth is my friend more than you, but hey.
Yeah, he paved the way for me, and for me, I always mention him and appreciate him a lot because he is also the reason why I'm here. Yeah. So me and Seth and the 2 twins, I think we are the only ones that are really active and wants to play football and makes the family proud. But the rest is schooling. The ladies, that's what they want to do. So they are schooling, and others are married. And my senior sister is in Dubai now. My senior brother is also a prophetess, prophet. Yes. My mom is also a prophetess also. So it's in the family. Okay. It's in the family.
Okay, just briefly on this family note. Yeah, so yeah, Seth's playing some football yourself, but you set the bar very high. You've got two younger siblings. It appears they have a lot of work to do. Sincerely, what is your wish for them? To also play football, to study, to do what's your expectation?
My expectation and my wish for them is to just believe in themselves, work really hard. This is the time for them to work really hard because the way is long as they see it, because 1 year is comes really quickly. So you just need to be really ready for everything that will come. They just need to be focused. But the only thing that will make them really go far is just to put their trust in God, and just to believe in God, and just to believe in themselves, because you having confidence makes you even much more better than you, the person. So I just urge them to keep fighting and keep doing whatever they have to do to make sure that they want to be in that level that I was, and even much more better than where I am and where my brother is. They need to work hard and focus on football. If they want to play football, work so hard, and the only thing is discipline. To also have discipline in whatever that they do, and to respect elderly people no matter what.
Okay, play football to the highest level. Normally, what you have 2 of them, sometimes 3 of them, but 4 is a big number. It looks like the 4 of you may end up playing football to some level. Is it something you guys discuss? Is it something you think of that it is possible that this family could produce 4 professional footballers? And that would be crazy, eh?
Yeah, everything is possible. Since God has done it for me, my brother, they are also on the line. Also, God is also preparing the way for them. I wish and I pray that one day, the 4 of us, even if not the 4, at least 2 of the family can meet together, play against each other or play beside each other. That will be a massive thing. And I wish and I hope and pray that that moment will come, that maybe the 4 of us will meet in the same league somehow. You know, everything is possible.
Yeah.
Everything is possible. I wish and I hope that it happens, and I will be really happy. It's like LeBron James and his son.
And his son.
So, what man cannot do,
God can do.
God can do.
All right. Okay, let's go back to LA Galaxy. You know, when the season started, even before you guys made it to the playoffs, the odds were very much against you guys. You were not one of the favorites to win MLS Cup this year. In fact, because of the season Lionel Messi and his Inter Miami team had, I mean, more because he wasn't present the better part of the season, but they still got results, and he was making a return, and the magical season he had and everything, it looked like, okay, either Inter Miami or any of the big boys. LA Galaxy is huge as well, but it was not one of those predictions that you guys were going to go ahead and win the MLS Cup.
Yeah.
Did it surprise you guys how far you went winning the ultimate?
No, it didn't. It really didn't, because the first game against Inter Miami, I think the fans and the people saw exactly what this team are capable of. There was a lot of critics. People were like, oh, just only this first game, and you people said LA Galaxy is back, LA Galaxy is back. But to be sincere, the team has really shaping. The new guys that they just brought in also did their part, including me, Peg, having Ricky Puig, and also having Marco, makes the team really much more stronger. People were doubting us. People even put us in the 10th position in the playoff and everything. But I think if you look at Ricky's tweets and everything, he always descend on them. And even when we win the MLS, he descended on them.
He gave it to them.
So there was no hope for other people towards us, but for us, because of how organized and how good we were, we believe in ourselves that we will reach to the playoff and have the maximum points in the playoff and win the Western Conference, which we did.
Which you did, yeah.
And also, win the cup game, which we also did. It's kind of a little bit surprising for a lot of people. And even when we won the league, the person that was really talking bad about us was also present at the stadium when we won the league.
Yeah.
And he was making like a speech, and the fans was booing him because the fans knew that this was the guy
He
who
had predicted
was talking.
against you guys. Yeah.
So people were like, okay, it's not like we have Ricky Puig, we have me and all, so we are going to win the, people were saying a whole lot of things. But our coach did a fantastic job believing in us and making us feel comfortable and making us feel home, because he does not really talk too much. He just tells you what to do, but he's not a coach that will really like shout and, you know, and I'm that kind of guy who also like that kind of, you know, thing between coaches, because the more you shout at the player, the more the confused the player will be. But you confronting the player in a good manner makes you like a dad to the player. So it makes you feel happy and try to do everything for him to win something. And I think he gave us that kind of energy. It's like me being someone's son, and my dad is trying to do everything possible for me, and me seeing it, I have to also make sure I make my dad proud. So that's what we did as a team, and he's really proud, and he's really proud of us. The critics and everything, I think now they just need to shut their mouth out. So now we are in the lead now.
Yeah, I mean, you are champions of the MLS. So at some point, Ricky, you mentioned, got injured, he was out for a while. You kept your form, you kept running, getting the goals, made in MLS season, 10 goals in 29 or so games.
14.
Incredible season for you, your first season in MLS. Just how crucial was this in all of the equation?
It was. It's for me. It's like a dream, and normally wherever I go, especially outside, and I had a lot of playing time, I always show myself, and that's what a player always needs to have the numbers, the time, the games to play, to have confidence and to do more. And for me, having that kind of possibility and the advantage, me having that kind of, you know, advantage playing each and every game. Only I think I just missed some 3-4 games or 5 games in the whole season with my injury and everything. So for me, it was really like an amazing season for me, and you know, I don't know what to say, but wherever I find myself being there to play in a season and playing all games, I always have 2 numbers, and I'm always proud. So I just keep going, and this season is also going to be, and hope it's going to be a fantastic season, and a season that we can also lift the trophy the second time, and that's going to be fantastic. But we having Ricky, and Ricky being injured was something that was a little bit sad for us, but we knew what the team is capable of. I told Ricky I'm going to do everything possible for him to win that trophy, because it means a lot to him. When he was there was Chicharito and the rest of the players, and they never had the opportunity. They were not even close. So we being close, we just were like, okay, we just need to do for Ricky. So even when I scored, I just took Ricky's jersey to show the world that, I'm fighting for the club and Ricky, and for my family also.
Wow. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. And I just don't know. MLS, you become another Ghanaian. What? And I'm talking people who have played for the national team. There are other players of Ghanaian descent who played and won the MLS. But at least the last 5-6 years, you are the 3rd Ghanaian player winning the MLS Cup. We can talk Jonathan Mensah, we can talk Yayeboah, who won it last season with Columbus Crew. You find yourself in a very special group of Ghanaian people who've won this prestigious MLS Cup. How do you feel?
I feel blessed, because not blessed for me winning, but blessed for the Ghanaians being in the radar for winning the MLS. It's a plus for we Ghanaians, and having our senior Jonathan Mensah winning it, my friend Yayeboah also winning it, and me winning it, is something that will also boost the rest of the Ghanaians to also try to also win something if they are in the MLS, or maybe even in outside the Europe, like we have Iñaki, we have Semenyo, we have Thomas Partey, you know, which they are really like in compared, their league is really like in a good way of for them to also win the league, even though it's early. So it's something that we need to put Ghanaians on the radar for people to know that, we can also do exactly things that the Europeans are also doing. So for me, it's a plus for me. And it's a plus for Ghanaians, and I really appreciate it.
Having played in the Premier League in Ghana, played in Hungary, played in Belgique, played in Turkey, and now playing soccer in the United States. How do you compare these 4 or 5 different leagues, and what do you say about the MLS?
It's a different league because playing in Ferencváros is an European league also. It's a competitive league. I will never doubt it. It's really a competitive league. People would think, okay, playing in Hungary is not a league that you know.
No, it's a massive league.
Yeah, it's a massive league.
But for Ferencváros, you didn't have made the step to get so.
If we didn't be Ferencváros, I wouldn't have made the step to even go to Genk.
Yes.
And I think it pays way for me. And me choosing Genk at that moment was also the right decision for me because that same year we just also won the league and we won the cup.
And
also.
It's a massive club. I mean,
Yes.
Genk is a massive club.
So I've been in the club for 6 years.
Yeah.
And Genk and Belgium is really it's really a hard league.
Yeah.
Belgium league is really hard league.
Full of talent. Eh?
Yes, full of talent, and it's always like physical. So, it has really grown me and make me really strong to face the next phase of my life in my football career, especially me going to the States. People think going to the States is like a retirement
No way.
league, but one thing I need to tell people that they need to know is playing in the United States, they shouldn't think that it's a retirement league. It's a competitive league because you would think it's easy, and a lot of Europeans will go there, but they will fail. A lot of maybe Africans will go, but they will fail. It's because of the mentality, what they have, and what they've pictured in their mind towards the MLS. Oh, it's an easy league. Okay, I will do it easy. But you see the first 2-3 matches, if they are not scoring, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is going really not the way I want it to be, So the same mentality that you have in the European league, you just need to use that same mentality in the MLS. It doesn't mean even if it's Kuwait or Latvia or in Dubai or everything.
You've got to give it your best.
You have to give your best
at every point.
Yeah,
in time.
and people relax because maybe you think, oh, it's MLS and people don't like the football and everything. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
So I think it's a great league, and I really respect the league a lot. We have in Messi and the rest of the players, Busquets, Giroud, Suarez, and all the other guys. It's really a massive league, and I really enjoy playing that league also.
So if you say you enjoy playing it, got some unfinished business, you want to finish it quickly, another 1 or 2 seasons, and then be back in Europe.
Wherever there is opportunity, I'm always open for it.
Take it.
Wherever there is opportunity, even in the European league, I'm always open for it.
Yeah.
But it needs to be the best one.
Okay.
It needs to be the best one. But for now, I have a contract, and I need to respect the contract that I have with my amazing club, LA Galaxy. And then whatever that will happen, let it happen, and we will see. Even if it's in Dubai or whatever, it just needs to be the right thing, Football is all about playing and making sure that your family is good, your family is safe, people around you is safe.
Okay.
That's the most important thing, and you always fight for your family no matter what. So you need to be in a position that it's not just about football. It's also about football and also thinking about the family. That's the most important thing. So for me, even if it's Europe, it needs to be a better choice for me.
Okay. So you have any preferences? Or we'll reserve this for our conversation in the future. But I mean, lived in Ankara, lived in
Budapest.
In Hungary, Budapest, lived in all these places. Is Los Angeles the best yet for you? It's a massive city.
That place is
city.
big. It's like big. Like if you go into another city like Columbus, you need to fly like 3 hours or something. If you go into New York, you need to fly like 5 hours.
Yes.
It's something new for me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's not like you using the bus or something. It's like you always
and understand
flying.
MLS teams don't actually do the bus thing. I spent time in the US following MLS teams, and they don't even waste time investing in buses because they're always flying.
Yeah.
Big cities, and you don't have time to use. They're always renting buses and all. Yeah.
It
Entirely new to you.
Yeah, it's new. It's new.
But you love it.
Sometimes, yes. Now I really love it because
they say LA is it's always popping.
No, LA is
very busy.
Yeah, it's really busy, but you just need to be careful. That's the only thing, because you just need to be in a place that is in a good place.
Yeah.
LA and United States is well known for gun violence and all this kind of things. So all you need to do is to be careful. But LA and United States is a really nice country, especially LA. It's also a big country, but it's really expensive.
Expensive.
Also. Yeah, it's crazy.
But now you have the money to take care of that, so it's fine. You appear to have had some level of stability playing at club level, and what you did at Tema Youth, what you did at French Virus, where you did, especially in Genk, 6 seasons at Genk. I remember when you were in Turkey, I passed by once whilst you were in Turkey. And then here you are in MLS. We can't say same for your international football. Do you feel that the joy you have expressed playing club football, you could say same for international football, or you feel there are things you still have to take care of?
I think there are still things I need to take care of because playing in your club side is much more different than playing in your national team.
Okay.
Because playing in your club side, they give you that opportunity, especially me playing all games. In the national team, you won't have that opportunity. There's a lot of players, and they are good players. I'm not saying I need to play.
Okay.
No. The most important thing is we just need to have the best 11 and just to represent the national team and to give results to the national team, to the people of Ghana. For me, it doesn't matter if I play or not, but the most important thing is to have the result for Ghanaians. And me being part of the national team is a plus for me, and I'm always ready to always represent my country no matter what. But in the club side, it's much more different because then you have that much, energy and, all this kind of, playing time, playing 90 minutes each and every game. National team is quite different. Yes. It's not like your club side that you can have those 90 minutes and all these kind of things, because in the national team, they pick the best. And the best, there's only one person who needs to choose the people who needs to play.
Okay.
And that's the big bosses, that's the coaches and the assistants. And we need to always respect their decision, wherever they make it. So it doesn't matter even if sometimes, they make decision. They make decision for you to be in the bench and all these kind of things, but it's their own decision. You need to respect it, even though you are playing massively in your club, but they see what they need.
Do you feel you haven't done enough to cement that regular place and be that regular starter in international football? Is that how you feel, or you feel there's something else?
I think I've done my part. I've done my part.
In all sincerity.
I've done my part, and I'll always keep doing my part, no matter what. It doesn't matter even if it's the few minutes I get or something. I just need to just do my part. It's kind of sometimes uncomfortable, but yeah, you cannot do anything about it. You just need to respect that decision and just do whatever that it takes. But for me, I'm really happy, especially when given the chance. I always try to prove myself. And those 2 AFCONs and some matches that we played also, I did my best to also help the team. But it won't always be something that needs to always be in your favor because it's the national team. It's not just for one person.
You sound very diplomatic. You sound well-mannered, well-nurtured. But how far you've come playing football is also because of how strong you are mentally. And then you do the analysis how well you have done your part, and you really think that no matter the quality of players who gather to play in the national team, you should always get looking. Is that how you feel? That you should always get looking?
I wish. I wish. It's everybody's dream.
Is that how you feel? That you should get looking all the time?
I think so.
With the level of consistency you've had at Genk and throughout the MLS.
I think so. But one thing that I always say is I don't have the power
to
do whatever, to make all those decisions. We have people that make those decisions.
If you are the coach of the national team and I am Joseph Paintsil, with everything I have done the past few years, what will be your decision on me regularly?
My decision is to always use the best form quality players that you have. So if Joseph Paintsil is scoring goals, making assists, then why not? If I'm a coach, I'm going to use him. If Bukhari is playing good, making assists and scoring goals, why not? I will use him, even though we are playing in the same position.
You have not been present in some crucial games, some very important games, I mean, due to a number of factors, diverse factors. And throughout the period, results having been very good. How does that make you feel?
I feel a little bit sad, I feel a little bit worried because, especially for Ghanaians, their expectation was really high for us to qualify for the AFCON. But unfortunately, we couldn't make it to the AFCON. They are a little bit sad, depressed, unhappy. But one thing they need to know is football is always football. And now we won't say that 10 years ago, when you see Asamoah Gyan and Mulitari and all these kind of great players that play in the national team, when they meet maybe Madagascar or something, you know, Asamoah Gyan is
how
going to
many
score
did we
3.
score?
Yeah.
Not the result, but how many did we score?
Asamoah Gyan is going to score 3, maybe 5-0, 6-0.
Not anymore, right?
This time it's not anymore because now every country have a player who represents themselves in the European top flight. So, you know, you playing against them, it won't be an easy game.
So you feel we've not moved with the times? Is that how you feel? That, okay, so competitiveness is not obviously the same as 20 years ago. You feel we've not exactly moved with the times? Because the results are showing it.
Yeah, the results are really showing it. But, you know, like I said, it's not just based on the quality of the players. You can have the players, but sometimes you won't have the results.
Okay.
You cannot have the players, but you will have the results. It doesn't matter where the players play. It matters about how effective that we need to come together and to give everything. Even though we are doing that, but the results is not coming. That doesn't mean we are not doing our work well. It just means that they have the chance to walk through us, and it just happened in the same way because it's just mistakes in football and all this kind of thing.
Can we win? We appear to have prospective young players who are already experienced. I mean, a lot of you, yourself, and few others. I mean, a lot of you have got good experience. Are we ever going to be able to win? And you have to qualify to play in the major tournaments to win.
Yeah, there's always surprises. Trust me, there's always surprises. There will be a day that maybe people will think the Blasters, you know, like now people are really not interested in the Blasters anymore, but there will be a time that we are also going to surprise them because football is all about surprises. And we can surprise them by winning the AFCON. We can surprise them if we qualify to the World Cup. We can also surprise them by winning the World Cup.
But as teammates, how difficult has it been for you guys the last few months, few weeks, when you failed so shamefully in a monumental manner to reach the World Cup in Morocco? I'm sure you guys have got WhatsApp groups. You have conversations there as international players.
Yeah.
What's the conversation been like? What have you guys been saying?
Yeah.
After this mammoth failure.
Each and every guy is really disappointed. We are really sad. Each and every player, as you know, everybody gave his all, but it wasn't what we expected and what we wanted. We did whatever that we have to do. The players, including me, the staff, everyone is really disappointed that we couldn't even qualify to the AFCON. And we are disgracing ourselves in the AFCON. That doesn't mean that we are a bad team. We have the quality. But all that it takes for us to come back is just to come with an anger attitude. We need to come with a different attitude. We need to come with a different approach. We need to come with a different mindset. It's not that we don't have that kind of mindset, but we need to do it extra more.
Okay.
You understand? Because we can do all this kind of play. We have the mentality. You have people who fight for the team and everything. But this time, we're playing the World Cup qualification. We need extra things that we need to do.
Okay.
So if we are doing it maybe 100 times, we need to do it 200. But now, because we need to get the favor from the supporters back, so all we need to do is to work hard and to give the results to them, because they are the ones that are going to support us. They are the ones that give us that kind of morale to also do a whole lot of things. Imagine we're playing and there's nobody in
the stadium.
In the stadium.
It suggests you guys may be aware that there are people who obviously are upset, and they say, "Oh, you guys feel pampered. You guys are pampered. You guys could do more than you've been doing." Did you hear these things?
I've been hearing some couple of things, but people are going to say it.
Yeah.
But when they are in our shoes, they will know that we give a whole lot of things. When they are in our shoes, they will know that it's not easy, as they see it on the field. If they are in our shoes playing, it won't be also easy for them. Because it's not about you talking, it's about you putting the work. And we put in the work, but we don't get the results.
You put in everything, you don't get the
yes,
results.
we put in the work, but we don't get the results.
Some people say, "Oh, these guys are pampered. They are not as committed as the guys of 10 years ago, 20 years ago." And I've got to assure you, I mean, I was there 20 years ago. I was there 23 years ago. And they said just about the same things about those guys. The big difference is they were getting to semi-finals of major competitions. You guys are not even qualifying. You guys are not getting out of the group. So could it be that maybe today's very demanding supporters have got a point, that maybe you guys are not putting in as much as you should?
They've got a point. They have a point of saying whatever they want to say. But we are also keep putting in a lot of effort to deliver for them. It's not like we don't want to play for the national team. We will have the opportunity to represent the country and just said, okay, I just wear the jersey and just feel at home and just do whatever I want to do. Because if you are not doing well, you get subbed, and the next batch you won't be in. A lot of players are in, out.
Yeah.
So that shows that no one is comfortable in the national team.
Okay.
So if someone is not doing his job, I think the coaches sees it, and they need to take actions.
So you guys are not pampered.
We are not pampered.
You don't feel pampered.
No, we are not.
What's that one thing you feel you can do to turn all of this around and say, okay, now Ghanaians are more interested in our national team again? Now, if you say Ghanaians are not interested in our national team, that's a big fallacy, because it is because of the interest. That's why people get disappointed. Yeah, so maybe the support and all. But what's that one thing you guys have been discussing that if you're able to do, you will get Ghanaians backing you again? Like when you guys were younger and watched all these great names line up for our national team. What's that thing?
The only thing is for us to give them back the resource.
Okay.
That's the only thing. We will do everything, but we need to make sure that we give Ghanaians the result that they need.
Okay.
And for us, not only me, but talking also as a one person, but to also my colleagues, the team and the players are also eager to also give the results to the Ghanaians. And now let's bygone be bygones. Whatever that has happened in the AFCON, it has already happened. It's a disgraceful moment. But we footballers, we face a lot of disgrace, disappointments, and a whole lot. But that never breaks us down. It also makes us really it gives us, the energy to do more and to show others that we can do it. Okay. So me and my colleagues, we are eager to give whatever that we have in our power to give the results to Ghanaians, because they need it, and it's really crucial at this point, which is the World Cup qualification, because now the Ghanaians' tickets are now in our pockets.
Okay.
So we need to do everything to remove that ticket and give it back to them by winning and qualifying for the World Cup.
Okay.
Because that's the greatest stage ever, to represent yourself as an individual and as a nation. We not being part in the AFCON is kind of disappointment, but we understand. We are disappointed, especially they playing in the AFCON and we're sitting home and watching. It's really disappointed. I will be really sad.
Next year around this time, you'll be home and
we will be watching.
It's
difficult. It also happens to other teams.
Yeah.
And now it happens to us. We need to accept it.
Yeah.
That's how football is. You won't have it in the smoothest way. You won't have it the 100% way. All you have to do is, when you fail, you need to rise up. And that's what
get going
and get going again. Okay. We have failed. We are going to rise up again and give Ghanaians whatever they want.
And let's talk about the World Cup. We're just wrapping up. We were in Qatar 2022. You scandalously got left out of that squad. personally, how much of a mission is this for you? The World Cup qualifiers resumes in March. We just can't get it wrong any longer, can we? We can't get it wrong any longer.
We can though, but like I said, it's football. Anything can happen, but all we need to do is just to be focused and give the Ghanaians a result. We will fight on the field. We will show them that we will fight. But you know, sometimes when you fight and you fight for the supporters, they will see that you are fighting.
Yes.
And sometimes even when you fight and you lose, they know that you fight and they will clap for you.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do for Ghanaians.
How much do you want to play in that World Cup? You'll be played in the country you're playing your club football now.
I've wished my whole life. I've wished that's also the first thing that when it happens to me, I'll be really grateful. Even though it hasn't happened, I'm still grateful.
It must have been difficult in 2022
Yes.
then,
Yeah.
in Qatar.
Yes. I would have been really grateful when I have the opportunity. I think, yeah, God works in the marvelous ways. And I think that if I have this World Cup in my books, it would be an amazing thing for me. And why not? I will always fight for my national team to reach to the destination that we have to be. So for me, I'm eager with my colleagues to do everything possible to reach the level that we can produce and give the Ghanaians the results that we need to qualify for this World Cup and to save Ghanaians, you know, those kind of sadness and, sadness and all these kind of things so that they can be happy.
All right.
To give us that kind of support back again. And then we will come back again. You know, no matter what, there will always be a critic.
Yeah.
Even if you play good, you score, the
Maybe
team
if you win
wins.
the trophies, no one will criticize you.
Yeah.
As a national team, if you win the AFCON, we will
But they
criticize.
should-
We
they-
haven't won in more than 40
Yeah,
years.
but they should know that we are not the only person who needs trophy.
Yeah, but if you win the World Cup in 2026, we will stop criticizing.
That's why it's a competition, competition.
There'll be 64
team,
teams,
64
actually.
teams, and everybody is eager to win that trophy. So it's not only Ghanaians.
We can do it, can't we?
We can. It's possible. We can. We have the qualities.
We can win the World Cup
We can. We have to.
in 2026.
We have to. We
Okay.
have to. We have to be. We have to. At least, even if we don't even win, we need to be in the finals.
We need to be in the final.
Yes, we need to.
So you're saying the target for this young, experienced team, you've been playing together for some time now, should be to target winning the World Cup or reaching the final
Yes.
of the 2026
That's the
World Cup.
target of every player. When you reach to the semi-final, you reach to the final, then you know that you are really close to the trophy.
Will it be fair for us to expect you guys to reach the final of the 2026 World Cup?
People won't expect that. But nothing is impossible for God. We trust ourselves. So if we trust ourselves and people don't trust us, but when that moment happens, then they will realize that with their words not trusting us, we've proven them wrong.
Okay.
And I know in God's timing, everything will be perfect.
All right.
Maybe people will say, oh, Ghanaians, we are fed up. We are not even going to the World Cup. Even when we go to the World Cup, we are going to disgrace ourselves. That's when then maybe we will surprise them
Okay.
and reach to the final.
All right.
We've been there before.
Okay.
Why not? We will be there again.
Joe, what's the ceiling for you? Just finally, what's the ceiling for you? I mean, we followed your career from Hungary. I mean, from Tema through Hungary to Belgium to Turkey and now to the United States. What's your ceiling? Real Madrid? What's your ceiling? Winning the World Cup? What's your ceiling? Winning a particular domestic league? What are your dreams?
My dreams is to play for big clubs like Madrid, Chelsea. You know, these kind of big clubs. And it's something when it happens and the opportunity comes, you can never say no to it. Sometimes, you know, you need to also make your decision. It's not only about playing in those big clubs. It's also about playing in a place that you feel comfortable and playing and to show the world that you are also capable of competing in other big leagues. So for me, if the advantage comes with Madrid and everything, I would take that advantage. But I know if that if they come now, they have Vinicius and everything. If I go, I will go. But again, I will go, register, sign for them. But I will also like to leave to have a playing time somewhere, because then it's going to be difficult. A player always need a playing time to show himself.
Okay.
So if you go to a big club, you have big players there, and they are not going to use you.
But you've got the quality to excel anywhere in the world, especially the mentality.
Yeah.
If we look at your career over the period, you have the mentality to do well anywhere.
Yeah, but it's also depends on the coaches also.
Okay.
They are the ones that make their decisions. Sometimes you do everything on the field and everything, but their decision will always be their decision. So sometimes that's why it's sometimes difficult for we the players to stay in one place.
Okay.
We just need to go to a place that we feel comfortable, appreciated, to give our everything. Sometimes you go to the big clubs and you won't be appreciated. You will be in the bench, and even though you're getting your money and everything, but it feels uncomfortable. You're not playing
Because you want to play football.
because you want to play football. It's not just only about the money. It's also about the times that you need to play, the minutes that you need. Every player needs 80, 70 minutes in his career to perform and to give everything. But if you have always 10, 5 minutes, 3 minutes,
Not good enough.
not good enough for a player. So for me, if I have the opportunity, I will sign for the club. But if I sign, I'm not going to stay in the club, but to also go to a club that I will show myself. And whenever the time comes that they need me there, that I am going to play, then I will show myself.
All right, I've got just one question on the Ghana Premier League. I don't know if you've still been following, but you should, because you started here. But I got someone make an interesting comment that there are two players, one from Ghana, one from Nigeria. They look alike. They play almost the same way. They are on top of their game the last few seasons, especially the just ended season for you, and then the previous one in Europe, Ademola Lookman. Has anyone mentioned anything of the sort to you, that your hairstyle, how stylish you guys are, and how you play on the left side of attack, the way you cut in and score and all of that? Do you see any similarities with Ademola Lookman, who is the African Footballer of the Year without a doubt?
There's some similarities, but he has his own, how will I say it, his own abilities.
Okay.
I have my own abilities. Mine is my speed. Mine is also to take players on one against one. He also has a different kind of approach of approaching defenders. So I think he has the quality. He is the best. He is the best now in Africa. So big shout outs to him wherever he is. He really deserves it. He really, he had a really great season, and he really deserves it. And I just wish him the best of luck.
You guys don't compare notes. How come you almost always have the same hairstyle?
It's just we footballers. That's
are you
how
sure?
we are. Yeah.
You don't talk
No, we don't
on
talk.
social media or
And
anything?
sometimes, when you see some haircuts
Yeah.
as a footballer and it's nice, you would love to do it.
So
Yeah, for sure.
what inspired this current one you have?
No, I just did it because the season is over.
Okay.
Because I will never do this while the season is
Okay.
ongoing.
Okay.
Because then it will be on my face. So I always put it at my back.
So you're gonna have a new hairstyle before the start of the new season.
Yes. I'll put it.
You
at the
seem
back.
to like playing with your hair a lot.
Yeah, it's important. It's really important. It's really important because playing and having a hairstyle. People also talk about it. Also, it makes people.
So it's deliberate. You guys do the hairstyles deliberately.
Yeah, especially
so that people will talk about it.
Yeah, not for people to talk about it, but no matter
It gives
what,
you some attention.
Yes, it gives some attention, and it gives people like, oh, he has a new style,
Okay.
And for us, it's not about just only him. It's about we also looking at each and every player. Let's say Lookman did this hairstyle, or maybe Kudus did this hairstyle. Oh, okay, it really looked good on him. Let me try.
Yeah.
So I will try the same hairstyle. And when you go to training or something, your colleagues are going to really like, oh, this is nice. It's just part of we footballers. We do copy each other, no matter what. We do copy each other in terms of hairstyle, sometimes in terms of even dressing. Sometimes when you see, let's say, Vinicius, when you see Neymar, when you see all this kind of, fancy dressings and everything, why not? Every player would love to be in that position to also dress like the way they dress. So we always copy each other.
Okay.
But people are in a different level compared to others.
Are you following the Ghana Premier League?
I used to.
You used to. Not anymore.
Nah, it's difficult for me to watch it because
Okay.
with the time zone.
Not just watching. Do you read about it? Does it excite you in any way?
It used to excite me, but for now, I with the Premier League, it's not really like it used to be.
What's the missing link? What is it?
I don't know. I think, for me, perspective, I can say that they need to keep investing more. They need to keep investing more.
Is it an issue of quality players or the production, broadcast, promotion? What is it? What is it? You played in it.
Yeah,
8
I
seasons
think
ago or so. What is it?
We have the quality. The quality is there. But the foundation to make the quality to be exposed is the most important thing.
Okay.
We need to build a foundation.
Okay.
Make sure that whatever that it takes for us to have the players to reach that level is the most important thing. We can have the quality, but without the foundation being strong, then we are all going to break down. So it's just the foundation needs to be, and I think they are doing their work, and I think they know exactly what they need to do.
Still not enough, is it?
For me, I cannot
when I mean, the last time you saw a video or anything on the Ghana Premier League compared to, I mean, what you were doing, 15, 16 thereabout. What do you think is needed? I mean, what is it? Is it the pitch? Is it what is it?
We can do more. We can do more compared to the pitches.
Okay.
We can do more, especially let's say 10 years ago, or maybe 14, 15 years ago, when I was also young. When you hear Asante Kotoko and Hasselhoff,
it was crazy.
So packed.
So, yeah.
And now when you hear Asante Kotoko and Hasselhoff,
Not the same.
It's not the same, which means there's a lot to do. To win back the support and to win back the love that the people really have put in for so many years.
Okay.
And I hope and I wish and I know that they are doing their part.
If you have the power to make one call, one decision to make the Ghana Premier League, I know you love the league so much, to make the Ghana Premier League the best in the world, what call would that be? What decision would that be?
To invest in the pitches, to invest, like in the training facilities, build some gyms, have a better pitches for the players to play. And I think we having the better pitches and having the outlook, like for DSTV, we were having it.
TV,
I think so.
You mean, yes,
yeah, the
yes.
TV station, we were having all these kind of things. And I think if they bring those kind of things back, it will make us also well known also, because then people from Europe are going to watch. They don't need to come to Ghana. They can sit in their chair and just watch and just pick whoever they want to pick. I think they can, I don't have much more knowledge in all these kind of things, but for me, it would have been perfect with the pitches to make sure that we have like good pitches to play football. Maybe they can have a training pitches, which is like a turf, but with the league pitches, it needs to be like a big pitches for once a week. Sometimes it's 2 times in a week that you don't play in the pitches to make it much more enjoyable to enjoy. So if I would have invest more in the pitches and to have good pitches for the players to play football.
You're sounding like an executive, eh?
Yeah, the pitches is more important because if we are playing in the pitches that is really bad, trust me,
There's a problem.
It's a problem. If you bring Luis Suarez, Messi to play in those pitches, they will never play. But we have grown up as Ghanaians, as Africans, to play in those kind of pitches. We've played in this sand, gravels, so we even having the grass, and which is even the grass.
Get better.
We have to get better, and I think we will get there as time goes on. And I think they are going to do their best.
You're sounding like an executive. Are you thinking life after football already?
If it happens, why not? Yeah, I always think life after football because football is not the only thing I want to do.
Okay.
I want to be also in real estate.
Okay.
I also want to help the kids. I have some ambition for helping the kids I
Well,
think
like a coach or something, or like have a football club or academy.
yeah, have an academy, have a football club, to help the kids. It's my dream, especially to go to my hometown at Kwewu. But it's gonna be something that I have discussed with my PRO and the rest of my family, and I think it will happen. It will happen in a few years to come.
And you do a lot of football too. I mean, sorry, a lot of music too, because
Yeah.
you've been doing music too.
Yeah, I do. I do it when I have my calm time, like time like this.
Yeah.
I will have the opportunity to record and to feature some artists and all these kind of things. I have a song with Pisa. I'm also having a song with Shatta very soon,
Oh wow.
which will be very soon. Shatta is also a busy person, so we just have to have the time. And he's always like a really nice person, because I was in Medical's concert the last time and I saw him, and it was really a good vibe.
So have you started recording with Shatta already?
We haven't,
We haven't.
but he will.
Okay, but you have the script, everything, like the lyrics. You're
Yeah,
working on it.
football and music, it's like, it's
Almost
like
the same thing.
Almost the same thing. So if we see ourselves like brothers. So he knows I do music also, and he's really happy to also put a verse
So
and everything.
what type of music would this be? What hip hop, or how do you call that one?
It would be like a dance hall.
Dance hall, okay.
Yes.
So you do dance hall too.
Yeah, it
So
will be like a
some
dance hall.
danceable tune.
Yes.
Do you have the title already?
Let's Ghetto Youth.
It's Ghetto Youth.
Yes.
Okay, so you first heard it here. Ghetto Youth. That's the song between Joe and Shatta Wale. So this will be released when? 2025?
Very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. I can't tell the date, but very soon.
Very soon.
When it happens, I will just post it.
That's interesting, Joe. It's been amazing speaking to you. Vincent is going to do some quick fire with you. That's about 2 minutes. But before, we've been having conversations over the period. We're entering 2025. Hopefully, we'll do All-Star Festival. It's something that's on our heart. We don't play with. We've spoken to you many times about it. Unfortunately, you won't even be around in June when we're playing it, because it will be thick in the MLS season, etc. But you know about this. You know about this concept. We've spoken to you about a few times. Recently, you did something similar, giving young people opportunities to play football from your area. What do you think of concepts like that, the All-Star Festival? It takes stars like you to places you usually won't go to. We're looking at going to Cape Coast in 2025, where you played some football at academy level, so that these people in the community will get to meet the stars, and then we mix that with some cultural display, some derby, also reaching out to young people, do a gala for young people to show their talents, etc. I don't know what you make of this.
Yeah, it's a great move. It's a blessing to a lot of communities. There's a lot of people in the community that doesn't not even have the chance to watch those kind of players. So they're having the opportunity, and the people investing and doing all this thing are really doing a really great job, bringing back the community and the society together to watch their favorite players. It's never happened for so many years. So I think that was last season that it happened,
Yes.
and it was a massive
We
crowd
went to
atmosphere,
Sunyani and then
Sunyani,
went to
and
Tamale.
yes, it's something that I think now most of the Ghanaians wants to always have in their community. And I think even if you are doing it somewhere else, people are going to travel from long distance to come and witness. And what you did, what you guys did the last time was really massive. And I wish I was there. But my leg is kind of not really favorable for me.
Yes.
But I think one day, very soon,
One day.
I think I will also represent myself. And God bless whoever is involved in making all these kind of things.
It's the back group and our sponsors.
That's really amazing, and kudos to you guys, because you guys are really bringing people together. And I think you doing this, it also brings the national team back together, because it makes the people love back the players, and those players are also the players that plays in the national team. And so they will always love it to come see them, and to come see them even in the national team.
Wow.
So you doing this is also pushing and helping the players to also come and watch their favorite players, especially also when we have a game with the national team. So it's kind of building the supporters to come in their numbers. and it's really an amazing, like what you did. It was really crowded. There was not even breathing space, and that's what we need. So kudos to this amazing management and everything. And I hope one day, maybe first
JP will
Memphis,
be there.
me, and maybe one day I think and I hope that Memphis will also be really interested to participate. Especially, you guys have the link, so you guys can just talk to them, and he's always eager to do it. So I think you guys are doing an amazing job. God bless you guys, and for me, I can't wait to represent that kind of events.
Thank you.
Thank you so
so much.